Okay, so we got a somewhat concerning yet exciting update from Google. Basically, they just made some big changes on how Gemini would calculate the usage on the platform. Now, previously, if you subscribe to, let's say, the Google AI Pro plan on Gemini, which will set you back $20 a month, then you have the privilege to generate 3 videos a day and 100 images and dozens of chats with the Gemini models. But now they just changed the calculation. The usage is now based on how much resources that it took to generate the response or to process your request, which is again very different than the typical fixed number of requests on each model on the Gemini platform. Now, this calculation or this system is not exactly new. We have seen the same implementation from Anthropic and OpenAI, but honestly, I never expect that Google will follow the same system because Google is not exactly in the same position as Anthropic and OpenAI. So these companies, they do rely heavily on the hardware from NVIDIA, which is very expensive, but Google actually owns their own hardware. They have the TPU, basically the brain that they use to train their AI models, and it's a lot cheaper than buying the expensive NVIDIA GPU. And because of that, I thought that Google will never apply something like this, and yet here we are. So we got the 5-hour and the weekly limit, again, very similar to ChatGPT and Claude AI. And if you want to check your usage limits or how much credits that you have left on your Gemini account, right now it is available in the desktop web version of Gemini, but I believe this calculation will also be available or can be seen in the mobile version of Gemini. So basically here in the desktop web version, you can open settings, and then you can navigate to a brand new menu called usage limits. And as you can see, we got 2 bars. Actually, there are 2 calculations. There is the 5-hour limit and then the weekly limit. Again, very similar to ChatGPT and Claude AI. Now, from my testing, I think I kind of get an idea on how much usage that will be consumed when using certain models in the Gemini platform. For example, this chat, I generated 3 images in total using the Gemini Nano models, and I got, it consume 3% of my 5-hour usage limit. Okay, so 3%, which means for one image, it's going to consume 1% of the 5-hour usage. And I think that's actually better than the previous system. So on the previous system, remember, you can only generate 100 images within the 24-hour window. But now, in theory, we can generate 100 images in 5 hours, and if you calculate that, if you convert that into a day, then you can generate close to 2,500 images in a day, which is a lot more than the previous system. So I think that's actually a good thing if you want to use the model on Gemini for a specific use case. And how about the video model, which is very expensive? Well, I have done the testing as well. So this video, it's actually based on the previous image. It consumed 15% of my credits to generate this 8-second video using, I believe, the Veo 3 Flash model or Veo 3.1 Flash model, I think. And that's actually a lot more than the 3 videos limit within 24 hours, which is the previous system. So with this 5-hour usage limit, I can generate more than 3. Again, in just 5 hours. If I'm waiting for 24 hours, then I can generate even more videos. So in my opinion, it is actually more fair and more useful than the previous fixed amount of credits for certain models on the platform. And if you are using, let's say, the normal chat in Gemini, I think it's going to consume about 0.5 or maybe 1% of the 5-hour usage limit for the thinking and the pro model. And by the way, they actually merge the thinking and pro into the same model, and you can choose between the standard thinking and the extended thinking if you want Gemini to answer a very complex or difficult question. And I think that's quite okay. That's still somewhat acceptable, or 1% per one message for the highest variation. I think that's still quite acceptable. And remember, I'm talking about the 5-hour usage limit, 1% of the 5-hour usage limit. So in my opinion, it is way more generous than Claude. It is more generous than ChatGPT. So I think it is actually a nice update, because now if you can only generate, previously you can only generate 3 videos a day, but now you can generate even more. And in theory, it's possible now to use Gemini for, let's say, music generation or video generation or image generation. And it is actually a good strategy from Google, because it's going to prevent people from leaving and using other AI platforms, because it is now possible to use or treat Gemini as, let's say you want to only generate videos, fine, no problem. You want to only generate images, no problem. So it is a bit concerning at the beginning, but I think it is a good thing. So honestly, even though I was worried that it's going to be the same as ChatGPT and Claude, I think this new system is a lot better than the previous system, where it is a fixed amount of credits for some models in the Gemini platform. So yeah, that's just my take about this new update. And obviously, I still need to do some testing and use this new system a lot more to get a better conclusion. But overall, I would say it is not exactly a negative update. I think this is going to be quite useful and quite nice for some people, or a big majority of people who subscribe to the paid version of Google AI subscriptions. So yeah, that's basically it. And I hope you learned something from this video. And if you want to see other things that you can do with AI, then you can subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you on my future videos. Have a great day.